With the upcoming presidential election, immigration arguments are rising yet again. But what exactly are those arguments? We spoke to 3 experts to get to the root of the issues.
In many ways, this is a simple diversity issue.
Dr. Kenneth Maffitt, Assistant Professor of History and American Studies at Kennesaw State University, believes that culturally, the community can only benefit from different influences.
It's a question about what kind of communities we want to have and how we want to structure them and build them and treat different people in the communities.
Presenting a differing view, D.A. King is president of the Dustin Inman Society, a loose coalition of volunteers who demand that immigration and employment laws be enforced, specifically the controversial Immigration Law 287G.
The institution of 287G, a federal program that expands the existing and inherent authority of local law enforcement to help enforce federal immigration laws. Since fiscal year 2007, 6,800 at the minimum illegal aliens have been removed from the country and from Cobb County because of this federal tool that's being used here.
But Richard Pellegrino, director of the Cobb Immigrant Alliance, feels there must be some sort of compromise.
287G, in effect, deputized the sheriff's deputies as immigration agents. And there's good reason why the National Association of Police Chiefs is against 287G, because the purpose of law enforcement is to build trust with the community so that they can prevent crime from happening, to protect and serve the whole community, not to act as federal immigration agents.
So how do all these different opinions factor into the upcoming presidential election, specifically regarding Obama's proposal of a comprehensive immigration reform, much like the one passed in 1986 that banned employers from hiring undocumented workers and legalized millions of illegal immigrants residing in the U.S. at the time?
Comprehensive immigration reform is code for amnesty again. It did not work in 1986. Rewarding any crime does not stop that crime. We legalized 3 million when we were told it would be 1 million. Now we're being told we should legalize 11 million, and I promise you, were that to happen, not only would we legalize somewhere above 25 or 30 million, but it would be the biggest addition to the Democrat voting rolls in my lifetime.
Opponents like D.A. King says it's just a code word for amnesty, and that's not true at all. Comprehensive immigration reform just means that the complexities of the issue, the legal, demographic, economic, political, moral questions of the issue need to be addressed in a reasonable way before further policy is put together.
And one repeated concern is the idea that the Latino vote will be a determinant factor in the final election result.
I would hope that the rhetoric during the primaries will soften during the general, in the general election, and there'll be a more realistic approach to the immigration issue.
I do not think that another amnesty is anywhere on the horizon, despite the pandering from both political parties in an election year.
Both Mitt Romney and President Obama have continued to tout their plans for strengthening the nation's immigration system. Reporting in Cobb County, Karen Edwards, Journalism Capstone.